Hello, this is Dr. Matar. Today we're going to talk about the fact that there's nothing wrong with you. I've had a patient many years ago who came to my office and said she was crying, she was really so depressed, and she felt that there was nothing that she could do to improve her health and weight and fitness and everything else because she said, I tried everything, nothing works for me. What's wrong with me? She said. You know, she blamed herself entirely for the outcome, which, as I understand, it's a good way to, be responsible for your own actions, your own outcomes, and everything else. So that's a good strategy overall. However, when I really listen to the details of her history, the kind of exercise that she used to do, the kind of diet she was on, the way she handled certain conditions of health and so forth, I just realized there was a common thread through the whole thing, which was she was actually taking the wrong approach. So I said, you know what? There's nothing wrong with you. It is entirely the approach that you take. It is your operating basis. For example, when she wanted to diet, she would grab a book, read it at the recommendation of some friend, and go, okay, I'm going to apply it. Okay? She would lose some weight, then she would stop losing the weight. When she wanted to exercise, she would just go to the gym, and she would buy, a very long-term membership, committed, and then she would start going to the gym just a few times. She would use the machines without really any knowledge of how to use the machines. She would then do, okay, I'm just gonna do some cardio. She would get on the cardio machines and not really know what to do. Okay, then a few weeks later she stops, and she goes, something's wrong with me. Maybe exercise is not in my genes. Maybe it's not good for me. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe I have to find some other solutions. But nothing I do works. Nothing I do I actually stick to. So she was really hard on herself. And I told her, you know what? I just realized that there's nothing wrong with you. She goes, what? So why is this happening? I said, it's your approach. Then I explained to her how that is the case. And in the beginning, I noticed that she was not believing what I'm saying because she had this strong belief that it was some fault that she had in her own character and herself and so forth. Then I started giving her examples of a wrong approach as opposed to the right approach. For example, I asked her a very simple question. I said, if you were to start a new exercise regimen with the help of a trainer exclusively, which means every time you went, you saw the trainer. And every time you went, the trainer was there to help you exactly do what the trainer wants you to do for the amount of time that you're supposed to be there. And he would take notes of how your body is responding, and he would adjust the settings on the machines every time you went there. And if he was so positive as a coach, he would give you positive remarks on every single area of progress that you're making, so that you realize that you are actually making progress, which will help you stick to the program. If you were able to put yourself in that situation instead of just buying a gym membership, do you think the potential for success would be high? She says, yeah. I said, okay, that's a very simple example. If you were to go to a nutritionist, somebody who's highly successful and who specializes in nutrition, who will then sit down with you, figure out your situation, and give you a diet that he will then coach you on, do you think your chances of success will be higher? She goes, absolutely. I said, great. Now forget about seeking the help of a professional. If you decide to, say, walk every day, would you say there's a difference between just walking by yourself every night or every day, no matter what the time is, and or walking with a walking buddy, a friend? She goes, yeah, of course. I said, okay. So the approach of doing these things alone is actually the wrong approach. There's nothing wrong with you, but there's everything wrong with the approach, your operating basis. And that needs to change. Don't do those things that require you to make a change, sometimes a big change, fundamental change to your lifestyle alone. Take some time, do your research, find people to help you, professionals or otherwise. Walking, for example, everybody can be benefited from walking. So find somebody that you like who is willing to walk with you. Okay? Thank you. Hi, this is Dr. Matar again. If you like the video, please give it a like and subscribe so you can get the future videos. If you're new to the channel, what I do here is I discuss cases of my most successful patients who struggled with diet and exercise, yet were able to achieve at the end of their programs a well, fit, and slim life. I want the same for you, so if you have any questions or comments, please send them my way. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.